was going from Montreal to Ottawa, going to do a show. Sid Vicious was driving in the front seat, had the sunroof open. Phil LaFon sitting in the front seat. Doug First was sitting in the back. I was sitting on the other side. We ride along this trip, and you know me. I'm in Canada. I'm in Montreal. I'm gonna find some good. So I found some good shit, right? So, you know, got one twisted up and shit. So we all gonna smoke in the car and shit on our way. So we all pass the joint around, all except for Doug First, because he don't smoke and shit. He just getting contact high. Got the window down, like, damn, that shit stink. You know, Doug take a couple hits, Sid take a couple hits. You know me, I Bogart, Snoop Dogg it, you know, finish it all off and shit. So we riding down the road and shit. And all of a sudden, we're doing about 85, 90, going down, probably doing about like 120. You know, Canadian kilometers mile anyway. So we're doing about 120, 130, just getting down the road from Montreal, headed down to Ottawa. And it just happened to be a race in town that day, and the race was over and stuff. And we're flying by the traffic going on, and all of a sudden, Sid's so big, he sees the sun shining through the sunroof. So he reaches up, goes to close the sunroof. Right, he closes the sunroof top, and all of a sudden drifts off to the side of the road, lose control. Sid don't realize how big and how fucking strong his cock strong ass really is. So, you know, this little jerk like this, you know, at 300 some odd pounds, and used to Biz Prince and 500 something odd pounds like it ain't shit. You know what I mean? That's a lot of torque on a car. So we're down already off the road. So when he hit it like that, doing about 130 miles an hour, we just started fishtailing. Going down the road, we fishtail from one side to the other, down the gully, back up. So when we get down in the gully, he decided he gonna turn the wheel so we can come back up on the road, and he turned the wheels too much and the car stuck, and we just went to flipping. Next thing you know, man, everybody in the car is hurt but me. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm out, you know, the race people just happen to be behind us. They come, we snatch everybody out the car, drag them up the hill. People behind us just come snatch out the blankets. The MT just happen to be behind us. They come out with the shock blankets. They wrap everybody up in the shock blankets, call for the ambulance, all that bullshit. You know me, shit. I got my jeans on, my yellow jeans, looking for my cowboy hat. And, you know, I'm like, damn, with my cowboy hat, I got my backwoods cigars that's full of weed. I'm like, I know my shit out of someplace. I'm walking through the field, and I'm realizing, damn, there's our fucking luggage. Halfway all flipped out, so I go down, grabbing everybody's fucking luggage, find my cowboy hat, find my backwoods cigars and shit. Yeah, I mean, I get all my shit, get my shit back up to the car and shit, you know what I mean? So while I'm down in the motherfucking ditch, you know, I suppose, you know, China and Triple H, you know, they drove by and stuff, you know, headed to the show and stuff, you know, see me down in the motherfucking ditch. Over there, and I heard when they got to the motherfucking building, they making motherfucking jokes. Ah, yeah, it must have been an accident on the side of the road. We see Scorpio down in the fucking ditch and shit, crawling around on his knees, grabbing bags and shit. That's a motherfucking cardinal sin, bitch. You know all the motherfucking wrestlers take rental cars. You don't never, you see the boys down in the motherfucking ditch, you don't never stop and check on them. You're supposed to always check on the boys when you're driving down the road, when you're headed to the same town. And you don't come back and start talking shit. So right away, I'm mad, I'm shitty, I'm pissed. By the time we come from the hospital, thank God, Ron Simmons, and you know, all of those guys stopped. At that time, Savio Vega had his clique, had his crew. They was all there. Thank God all those guys stopped and shit. They all went to the hospital with us. They went to the hospital, called the boss, made the call. Boom, they went on the TV and shit, made it up to Ottawa. Stayed at the hospital, got done with that, went to TV. I'm supposed to fight Triple H that night. I was like, shit, this ain't gonna be no wrestling match if I go out here and fight Triple H tonight. It's gonna be a motherfucking fight. So I talked to Pritchard, yo, I had a day off, car accident, don't know what's wrong with me, yada, yada, yada. I didn't stay, they wanted me to stay, get checked. Like, fuck, I ain't hurt, shit, ain't need to get checked.